Welcome back everyone to episode 5 of my series where I learn FiveM scripting every single day until I earn $100 from it. So today in episode 5 we'll figure out how to fill the trailer and finish the buy trailer event. I will probably do the trailer event before we figure out how to fill the trailer. We'll probably have to borrow from some other fueling scripts that are out there. Right. So there's another thing I wanted to change. So with the NPC store to buy trailers, let me just set a time for this video. I don't go over time. Please let me know if 45 minutes is too long, and I'll lower it to 25 today, and we'll just work from there. So keep it at 25 until they'll tell me 45 is perfect. Sweet. So, heading over to the client where we left off making the menu. Let's see, view trailers, this is a menu, right? All we did was create a header with a capacity, right? What I want to do is I want to add a like this, do that so that we can add price to it, price, and then we will probably do two string. Hello, am I spelling correctly? Two string. So v dot, it'll probably be v dot price. So let's head over to our config where we have our trailers, where we have capacity, we place a comma and do price equals to 1,500 for testing purposes. So we have figured out that we don't need that anymore. And I'll just tab that twice, tab that once more, put a space, and actually let's delete the space. Fuel trailer is the name of the trailer model. Capacity is how much fuel it can hold. Then we will do price is equal to obviously how much the trailer costs. Fantastic. Okay. Save that up, go back to the client, save this up. Right. Okay. The value we want to put as the arguments. We will also do name label. Let's do lowercase price. Actually do amount, just so that the variables are different. V dot price, and remember to put a comma down. Let's tab these out so that they look neat. Right, then we've got our little event that is buy trailer. So we said we're going to finish the buy trailer event. What we want to do is obviously we take in these. Let's just do another data dot mount. Okay. So we're going to check if a player has enough money, and to do that we need a server event to do so. Right. I want to head over to here. Script. I'll link this below. I accidentally saying that. This is just like a tutorial script similar to the one I've provided. So in the client, we want to get the player date over here. Sure, bless myself. Okay, this is a cubicle function And that is why initially we, what do you call it? Written it down, I don't know, initialized it or whatever. Right, local player data, right. We want to do a few checks, so check if the player has enough money. Right, so if player data dot, I think it's lowercase money dot bank is larger than data dot amount, right? Then basically here has enough money. But what I want to do is I want to allow the server owner to choose whether or not to use cash or bank. So I think over here, let's do that. For those who didn't know, the double square brackets is for multi-line comments, whereas the two hyphens is just for single line commenting. Right, and this I'm just doing to make it look nice. Right, money type, right. Over here we do config dot money type, and we will do, let's do cash, right, cash, just users, cash balance, and bank, users bank balance. Okay, that should be fine. Just space it out so it looks nice. Then we head back to the client. Right, so this is where we're going to add a bunch of different checks. So firstly we're going to start off by doing if config dot money type is bank, then obviously we're going to check the bank account of the player. Else if config dot money type is equal to cash, then we do something else if config dot money type none, then we end. Okay, perfect. The reason we do it like this is so that we can do individual checks by doing if we're using bank to do transactions or handle transactions, we're going to check if the player data's bank account is larger, let's say, or equal to the price of the trailer. If it does, we have enough money, right? We can do something similar over here. Instead of bank, we do cash. And another one here, it won't matter, probably for standalone reasons. So money doesn't matter, stand alone. So I'll probably try and work this into a standalone script as well, but we'll get to that later. My focus at the moment is getting this to be core functional. So this is just a client event, and I guess we can do this. Local has enough money, right? Bad. This should be a function. Okay, and then I guess what I want to do is take all of this out and put it in this function. This is so that I can take in what? The amount, I guess. Sure. It won't matter. Why would I want to do this? Just to clean up this, I guess. Has money. I want this to return a value and call it has enough. This would probably be a Boolean value. So we would start off by doing local has enough is false. Right. If he has enough, it's true. Right at the end, we return false. Reason being is because... What? Actually, we don't have to have a variable for it. All we can do is just return true when he has enough money. Like so. So whenever we check, does he have enough money? Yeah, he does. When we do our thing, what we can do is if config.framework is equal to QB, then we do our stuff, right? We'll just put an else here. Else in. Yeah. Okay, money type. Right, so here's the thing. I don't think we care about the money. Because we only have bank or cash. So if the framework is QB, then we use the cubical functions to determine whether or not they have money. Okay, and if they have enough money, we return a true. Same over here. Else we return true because the framework is not QB. What we can do is do else if config.framework is none. Then we return a true. So none would be standalone and QB would obviously be Q equal. Okay. Then local has enough money. It'll just run this function, right, to check whether or not they have money. It'll return a Boolean value to tell us whether or not they have enough money. And then if has enough, then we're gonna call a server event, right? So a server event to remove money. I want this to be a callback type event because I want it to basically send. Why do I want it to call back? Basically just so that the server can tell the client, perfect, the money has been subtracted. So that the client knows, cool, the money has been subtracted. I guess what we can do is copy our debug thingy and what are we gonna say has enough money? Just that. That's fine. Has enough money, and over here has enough money. Let's do no framework, no framework, yeah, cache, and back, so that we can test both bank and cache later on. Okay, so if it has enough, we trigger a server event. So let's go to our server, scroll down to events. So creating a trailer, check if trailer exists, and I guess what we will get is remove money, remove money. Get that. We will have a callback, and our callback would be a Boolean value. Let's call it successful, local, successful, it's false, right, save that. I'm gonna copy this, fine, Aubrey. There we go, save that up. Go over here, we want to trigger server event. Right, this is the event we are triggering, and function. Okay. I wanted to do stuff. I guess with success. If success, then and notify, which is the notify function we wrote earlier. Our message will be successfully paid space dot, well, let's do dollar dot to concatenate successfully paid data dot amount dot to concatenate space for the trailer. It'll just tell us it's been successfully paid and our message type is success. Right. And then I think that's basically it. All we want to do is, if it is a success, then we do our stuff. Else, I guess what we can do is notify and say something went wrong, couldn't remove money. And we just need the double quotation marks over here because we have an apostrophe for the NT in couldn't, and our error, well, our message type would be an error message. Okay. Then we want to spawn the trailer. I think this is something we will do client side, and I want to borrow from another script I've already coded. So we will have load vehicle model, function head model, load vehicle model. Okay, so all of this does is we call the function load vehicle model, taking in the entity. Then it says if it is not in CD image or not a vehicle model, then we print an error and we return out of the function. Else we say perfect, it is a valid vehicle, and then we just confirm that it's loading. And all this does is while it hasn't loaded yet, we request the model until it has loaded. That's basically all we do. Again, we'll just use the same unload model function to like delete the model once we've spawned. Okay, what we're gonna need is in our trailers, trailer config. We will do config dot purchase, I guess. Purchase, let's do position. Set us like spawn. Config dot spawn. This should be a vector 4, which we'll grab in server. And we'll do this location where trailer spawns on purchase. Okay. Perfect. Alright. Then spawn trailer. That would be a function. I guess we can do that above here. Local spawn trailer. Spawn trailer, and we take in, I guess, model. This would be a function, my bad. End. Okay, I want to look for all of my unload models and replace it with an uppercase unload model. Then I want to do the same with load vehicle. I want it all caps. And the same with load ped model. I want it because it is functions. And I like my functions to have capital letters, similar with net events and handler. Excluding obviously my iNotify because that is the abbreviation I use for imagiNix. Okay. So this is gonna happen in an odd fashion because we want to remove the money before we spawn the trailer and not spawn the trailer and then remove them, right? So if it has been successfully removed from the player's account, we will spawn our trailer. Spawn trailer, and in here our model would be data.name because that should be our model name. Now this might get complicated, but it is actually what we can do. Let's see models. Maybe doesn't matter. Okay, I was just thinking about a certain, hoping on easier fashion, but it's okay. It's a 3. Right, our spawn trailer, we will load vehicle model and we'll take in our model. I'm hoping it works. Model. I hate the untidiness. Right, and eventually once we've spawned it, we will unload our model. Okay. I'm just gonna borrow from the script that I've already did once again. Oh, here we go. Get closest vehicle. I could just use the library function that we already have. So don't mind that. Over here, let's search for its spawn. Okay. A ton of code here. I'm just gonna copy straight up. I've already written out and don't want to rewrite. So in here, I'll just paste that. Say no. This would just be our success message. Let's do that. Debug. How can I simplify? Okay. Well, let me just finish this up real quick. Set as mission entity. I think we can cut that out. What I want to do is set number plate text. Okay. Number plate text. And number plate text. No anchored. No anchored. We're not going to turn the vehicle engine on. I don't even think that's necessary. Let's just keep that there. Rented vehicle. Okay. So load vehicle model. This is our player ped. This is the player vehicle plate. I mean, yeah, we can load the model way before we call the locals. That's perfectly fine. We're gonna create a vehicle of the model right in the config.spawn.position. Perfect. We will keep that at that. Vehicle number is just get vehicle index from entity, which is new trailer. Right, new trailer. Let's finish this function and then we'll head on. Okay. I guess. Let's do this. Do ft fuel for fuel trailer. Same with that, ft and ft. Right, because we want 6 digits in our length, and this is 2, we need another 4. So we'll do 1000,999 for that. If we then need 8 for this particular case. So what I'll actually do is do this, copy, else if config.plate length is 8, then this. So just remind me that we have to do plate length in our config. Now we will need 8, so ft, that is 2, so we need 8 in total. 2 plus 4 is 6, so we need 2 more, so just add 2 more digits and add 2 more digits. So this will be 2 for 6 digits, add it to this 2, so that we perfect. Right, and then we're just going to set the vehicle number plate text of our vehicle number to the player vehicle plate, which we have set. Yeah, perfect. Right, otherwise we just set the player vehicle plate to ft concatenated with player ped, which is just the player ped's ID. Super simple. And once more we set the vehicle plate text. And yeah, just do nothing over there for now. It'll notify when it's done and then unload the model. So, right.